Welcome to Star Stories, a collection of the moments that connect us all to something greater than ourselves, the night sky. This is Amy C. Oliver, visitor and Science Center Manager at the Fred Lawrence Whipple Observatory and your host. Solar eclipses create awe and draw people from all over the world to bask in not their light, but their darkness. In 2017, Vannessa Gressieux of Tucson, Arizona, took winding turns through the planning process and on the actual road to the Great American Total Solar Eclipse. After many wrong turns and upturned plans, Vannessa did manage to stand under the darkness created by this magical wonder in the sky, hoping it would be one of many opportunities to hunt for darkness. Here's The Solar Eclipse by Vannessa Gressieux.
In 2017, my plans for watching the Great American Solar Eclipse were falling through. Months of planning to hike and to camp in Idaho, be on a beautiful lake in a remote place in the Sawtooth Mountains, were crumbling. My friends volunteered to set up camp. They arrived 2 weeks in advance to set up. Some drove 45 minutes each day, each way to the closest town to work remotely, and then back to our beautiful spot on a lake in the evenings. Everyone in our camp was prepared for our trip, but here was the issue. I procrastinated on renting a car. I called all of the rental car places in Idaho, every single one. No rental cars. It is not surprising now, nor was it surprising then. But in a moment of genius or panic desperation, I called a rental agency in Salt Lake City. The location had exactly 2 cars left, and both were compact. I gratefully made my reservation and set about changing my airfare. With this change, I had effectively turned a 2-hour drive from Boise into a 7-hour drive from Salt Lake City. When I arrived in SLC, I swiftly moved to obtain my car. My compact car had morphed into a Suburban and was not what I had imagined I would be driving. I set out on my journey north. The drive itself was beautiful, remote, and stunning. Navigating the winding roads to our campsite with no GPS besides paper maps allowed for a more engaged drive, taking in the scenery and looking for signs and landmarks that my campmates told me about. Turn left at the giant red fence, and if you see the next town, you've gone too far. After traveling down some questionable roads and being turned around, I arrived late after dark. In the morning, I realized that our spot was even better than I could have imagined, and I looked forward to watching the eclipse over the water. With good weather on our side, and smoke from the fires nearby not obstructing our view, we observed this glorious eclipse over the water of this little mountainside lake. Even now, as I reflect on this, it is hard to put in words the emotions I felt watching this event. If you have not seen a total solar eclipse, I encourage you to make every effort you can to one day do so. I hope this breathtaking spectacle is not a once-in-a-lifetime event for me. A friend of mine once said that viewing a total solar eclipse is one of the most radical events a human can ever experience. They were not wrong.
Star stories bring us together because they tell us something about ourselves. They let us know that no matter what is happening in the world around us, we all have something in common. Our awe for, wonder in, and appreciation of the night sky. To submit your own star story for inclusion in this collection, send 200 to 300 words detailing your first, best, or most important interaction with the night sky to whipplesciencecenter@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day, and as always, keep looking up.